us today. Alexi's a fantastic friend of the Palestinian people. It was Alexi's drive that got the motion in November, the first council in the country to vote for a ceasefire. So I'd like to give a big welcome to Alexi from the Green Party.
By the 1st of November, when this council became the first in the country to call for a ceasefire, Israel had already killed 8,500 Palestinians. Since that day, Israel has killed at least 21,000 more. This is the highest rate of killing since the Rwandan genocide. At the meeting on the 1st of November, I quoted Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant, who promised that Gaza won't return to what it was before. We will eliminate everything. The first part of this promise has been kept. 1 in 75 Gazans are dead. There are 2 million people internally displaced. Half of all homes have been destroyed. Hospitals have been attacked and destroyed, with only 12 of 35 now barely functioning at all. Universities, schools, places of worship, ancient heritage sites, even graveyards have been totally destroyed. Thousands of years of history and entire bloodlines permanently erased. It is increasingly likely that the second part of Gallant's promise will be kept, thanks to the unconditional diplomatic and military support of the US and UK. The suffering is on an unimaginable scale, the atrocities incomprehensibly cruel. We have all seen babies decomposing in incubators after electricity was cut off and medical staff forced to evacuate. On Monday we saw the emaciated body of Yazan Al-Kafani, just one of hundreds of thousands of children being starved by the IDF, while far-right Israeli citizens gleefully block aid convoys, and Western governments cut off funding to UNRWA on the basis of now debunked claims. We have heard 6-year-old Hind Rajab plead on the phone to be saved after her family had been killed by Israel, only for Israel to kill her and the 2 Palestinian Red Crescent medics who came to rescue her. The ambulance was reportedly run over by a tank, and the decomposing remains of Hind and her family only recovered 12 days later. We have all seen or read reports of limbs amputated without anaesthetic, medics and journalists executed, civilians crushed alive by tanks and massacred while queuing for flour. Human beings are being kidnapped, hogtied, tortured, disappeared and buried in mass graves in their tens of thousands. This genocide is happening because Israel has been allowed to be above the law, untouchable, treated with complete impunity. Over 75 years, it has committed atrocity after atrocity, broken law after law, ignored ruling after ruling, to establish what is incontrovertibly an apartheid suprematist state, now in the process of carrying out genocide. I know that some people find this hard to hear, but these are legal terms, and the evidence is overwhelming. Yet despite the resolution that this council passed in November, it has not taken any action in support of Palestinians, in stark contrast to our pronouncements of solidarity with Ukraine. In my opinion, this is clear evidence of anti-Palestinian racism. Today, the Green Group hopes to propose a motion to accept the petition. At the very least, Council must vote to issue a public statement of unity and solidarity with Palestinians, to welcome and support the ICJ proceedings, and to accept that Israel is an apartheid state, as has clearly been stated by the UN Special Rapporteur, Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch, and numerous others, including even a former head of Mossad. This must not be kicked into the long grass and referred to another committee where the demands of the petition can be quietly refused, where solidarity with people facing genocide can wait until after local elections. We must call out genocide, occupation and apartheid now, while there are still Palestinians left in Gaza. Thank you.
Thank you.